And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing, right? And everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he gets gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for blkmarine. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving. Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA. Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
The play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Flush to his right. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Here we
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Burrow on play action. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And here's him. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Sends it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's brought down. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Second and 15.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Jackson's throw complete there to Berrios.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 79 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Pirine. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson escaping the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
Now it's the backup Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, Edwards. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Edwards. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Jackson to throw.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
BC, right?
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 27, Jackson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved him from a turnover.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Jackson to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Second and 20.
Burrow. That's complete to Chase.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
To throw, Burrow.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a fourth down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Dobbins with it at 5 yards. Not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Second down at 5. Throwing, Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he is out of bounds with the first down. And 13 seconds left to go.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Jackson.
Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Joseph Osai.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end. Going to overtime because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
What can Cousins do in the OT? And that'll be complete to Dobbins. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Cousins again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 89 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go. Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
11, empty.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with
the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave the